So, at Can Jam, New York, almost a year ago, I heard a incredible, what do you call those things? The IMs that haven't come out yet. Can't think of the name real quick. But anyway, and it was at the Nightjar booth, and they said it was going to be called Duality. And I was listening to it, and the bass was incredible, especially sub bass and mid bass. There was a slam to it. But one of the subtonic guys was like, I want you to hear something else. So I put an impedance adapter onto it. And my God, it brought me back to high school. And that sound of just the two 15-inch subwoofers in my trunk and just awesome. Just the bass it wasn't overbearing, and it wasn't something to blow your ears out, but it was just this presence of bass around you that was incredible. And I guess the Duality, which is what it is called now and is actually a product that came out last week, was a joke when they first started developing it, because they were just like, okay, let's try this out and see how it works. Well, the joke became reality. And with the new product itself, it's actually even better than what I originally heard at Can Jam. So today's review is going to be on the Nightjar Acoustics Duality. All right, something that I completely forgot to mention, and my bad for that. Tantrum was the awesome person that let me borrow his Duality. He's a headfire. He's pretty awesome. In fact, Duality and Storm. So the reason why I was able to get the Duality and do a review on it is because of Tantrum, an awesome dude that I met on Headfi. So special thanks for that, and let's get to the rest of the video. All right, so let us check out the unboxing for the Duality with the launch package 1. So with pre-orders, there were different types of Dualities that you can get, and this is the best one pretty much out of the gate. The retail was a little bit over $3,000, so let's pop this bad boy open. So you get this nice case, sturdy case, travel case for it. Pop that open, and you'll find your warranty card here with all your information. You'll also find a nice assortment of tips. Pop this back in here. And then here's a nice puck. And inside this puck will be your Duality. Now, with this version being the launch package 1, you get the Blue Hour cable. So this is the beautiful blue cable here. Then pop these out. Oh, and boom, here are the Duality. I think it's kind of cool that the hook is like this. I didn't have any problems with tangling with the Blue Hour cable. It's a good looking cable. No microphonics issues like that. So that is one of the cables. Now you also get the standard Nemesis cable as well with the launch package 1. And it itself is a beautiful cable as well. I think I kind of like the Blue Hour, but this is also a great cable. Included also is the Impedance Adapter. And with the launch package 1, it obviously comes with the Blue Hour cable. So pretty cool. So that is the unboxing for the Duality. All right, let's talk about fit and finish. Duality are not that large. I've seen larger IMs. I think they're absolutely beautiful IMs. I like the design they came with. If you look right here, there's a switch on each one, so you can change the sound. Putting them in, they're very comfortable. I really like the Blue Hour cable. It's a thin cable, but it's a beautiful blue cable. No microphonics. Doesn't get caught up on stuff, and it doesn't get tangled. And it's just a very nice, good looking IM with its cable. All right, so let's talk about Duality and sound. I honestly feel like we are living in the greatest time for IEMs right now. There are so many various IEMs, something that it was at all price points. And it would be very hard for anyone not to be able to find multiple IEMs with their sound signature. Like everybody likes different sound. Some people like neutral sound. Some people like bassy sound. Some people like incredibly visceral bass sound. And what's crazy is with the Duality, you can have all of those. Let me explain. So, there is a switch on these here. So when the switch is off, it allows for your Duality to be a neutral set. A little, I would say more L-shaped, a little bit sub-bass boosted. Mid-bass is good, but sub-bass boosted. But it'll give you kind of like a very nice, even sound. Mids are good, voices sound good, instrument separation, that beautiful DD sound, the timbre that you get along with it. Nice treble, extended treble, not sibilant treble, just nice and smooth treble. But really great mids. You get this nice cohesive sound that you can listen to pretty much everything. So it makes it a really cool all-arounder. But then when you flip this switch on both of the IMs, that is when the sub bass and the mid bass slam comes in. It becomes a true bass head IM. And what's brilliant about the design, it's very much kind of like the Triton, where you've got this killer, awesome, slamming bass, but it doesn't overpower your mids and your treble. It just envelopes them in a sense where you're surrounded by this beautiful bassy sound. But if you are into vocals and things like that, or like Kendrick, but you still want to hear the lyrics and don't want to drown out by the bass, you're going to hear everything. You're going to hear all the great production that's gone into these pieces. And that's what I think is really, really cool about the Duality. But on top of that, you get the impedance adapter. I always talk about how I love music. And I also love IEMs. And I love how certain IEMs will take you back. I've talked about that before. Like I think I talked about with the Artha, how it made me feel like being back in an orchestra and playing in an orchestra because the timbre was so good. The realistic sound of the instruments and everything was just so glorious. I loved it. Well, the Duality is extraordinary in that sense too, because it takes me back to those days when you're in like a really brilliant dance club that has an amazing sound system and that thumping bass. And when you put the impedance adapter onto the Duality, it takes you back to those moments. Like the bass is just awesome. It changes it. So if you flip the switches on, you get this pounding sub bass and mid bass. But then when you put the impedance adapter on, it doesn't really add more to it. It just changes how the bass sounds, where it's more like being in a club or being at a concert, and that thump, and you close your eyes and it's almost like being there. It's amazing, an extraordinary experience. So I think this is a really great IM because you get 3 different flavors in one. You get this awesome neutral bassy set that has great mids, great highs. You can listen to all your music. It's an all-arounder and it does it very well. Nice soundstage and everything. Then you get this next level of bass and slam, which truly makes it a bass head IM, where it's the mid bass, sub bass, just slam. It's awesome. It takes your music to a whole different level. You start tapping your feet. You might want to get up and dance. But then you add the impedance adapter and you get this incredible surround body feeling sub bass that's just awesome, like being in the club, being there. And it doesn't really affect the mids and the highs, where you can still listen to something like Chihiro from Billie Eilish or Bury a Friend. Like you're still getting that and you're feeling it, but you also hear her voice. It's awesome. Tracks like that is where, for me, and also kind of like club songs, Pac-Man is another club song that I love. And you feel the bass, but you're also hearing the music just like you would in the club. It's an awesome experience. So I really do like the Duality. I'm glad joke became a reality, because I feel like that they took the bass head IM and they refined it in a sense where they made a perfect IM where A, you can listen to your music, B, you can listen to your music, all types of music, B, if you want to slam, you can slam, and C, if you want to go to the club, you can go to the club. So you're getting 3 different flavors in one IM, and I'm down for that. I think that's great. I think it's awesome when companies allow you to be able to have different sounds with one thing, because it means it covers 3 different IMs that you might end up buying if you've got issues like a lot of us do. So when it comes to Duality, awesome, love it. So like always, we get to the prices of these things, and $3,000 is a lot of money. But if I was going to make an argument for one and done, so let's say you want to spend all your money, but you want to get the best bang for your buck, Duality would be up there, because again, like I said in the sound segment, you get 3 different sounds. You get your neutral-ish bassy sound, which is nice, and you can listen to most of your music with, and it'll sound great. You've got your bass slam and hit tuning, where it's just awesome. And then you've got like your club, car, guttural bass hits, and that's nice too. So you've got 3 different kind of mood settings for this IM, and I think that's what makes it really, really cool. Is it worth the money? That depends on your pocketbook. But if you just want an all-around great IM that has different tunings that you can enjoy, this would be the one for you. It's definitely a really, really awesome IM. I hope you enjoyed, the review, and I will talk to you next time.